How you doing, G-Pod crew? You stupid old fool. I messed up too. I'm really weird. You,
I pay the
G-Pod
food.
crew. I pay the food. We eat macaroni too. I like to eat at my with my G-Pod crew. And
Lick me where
tip
I
on
poo.
for two. There you go. Guys, welcome to video we make right now. So I was thinking about it. What is more fun than talking about and laughing about movies based on musical artists? Musical movies about, action, danger, love, romance.
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, just,
I think Putty's been hitting the herb a little too much tonight.
Let's just say this. Let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about movies like biopics of musical artists. Do you like these types of musical artists and they make movies about them, stories? That is what we're talking
Do you
about.
like
Top
football?
The nine Mets
All
are
right,
my
anyway,
favorite squadron.
Getting that out of the way and having fun with that, what we're going to do is we're going to start with you, JD, because you're right below me. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, it's I'm on the right-hand side of my own camera, so we're just going to leave it
Putty's
that
taking
way.
advantage of his things the way I do. I'm not going first. Somebody else go first.
Dear
So,
God.
JD, you go first.
My only caps on the list. Number 5 is a tie between Bohemian Rhapsody and Walk the Line.
All right, I got 2 caps.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's me next. I didn't even
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't even ask. My number 5 is caps. Okay, it's The Doors and Nowhere Boy. So if anyone doesn't know what Nowhere Boy is, because I already know Putty doesn't know what that is. It's a movie based on John Lennon, but it basically ends as he meets the Beatles. So it's like his teenage life.
So before he became a real nowhere man.
Well, yeah, basically. Right. It's as they form the Quarrymen, the movie basically ends.
Okay. No, I get it. Don't worry, Campbell.
And The Doors, Val Kilmer, baby.
Yeah. Come on. I need some death.
Well, my
touch me, babe.
My number 5 is also capped. It is The Runaways and Coal Miner's Daughter. And that's because I have relatives that watch that movie a lot.
Loretta Lynn.
So I was like, I'll put it out there. But Runaways, I rented that on my own, and that was amazing. I love that movie.
Gee, it's funny. I rented that on my own. You said that like you were probably like 25 when that movie came out.
Well, no,
I went over to the store by myself.
Well, no, it was one of those things where it was one of those movies that no one knew it existed, though. You know what I mean? I don't think there was any buzz or popularity.
Story of Joan Jett and the Runaways.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but at that time, against your point, Dakota Fanning and Kristen Stewart were huge from what they were coming off of being known as like younger child actors or whatever. Anyways, this is not my video.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I guess my number 4?
Yes.
Very recent movie. I went with Elvis.
I've not seen it yet.
I have not seen it, so I can't count it.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's good then.
It was on Amazon Prime and I watched it.
Hey,
okay, I didn't know that.
One of the worst Tom Hanks performances of all time.
Allegedly. It is, yes, but it's a really good film, and Austin Butler's really good in that film.
Ass Butler.
Butler.
Am I next?
Yes, boys. Yes. Scissor me daddy ass.
Scissor me daddy ass. By the way, huge things. That was a huge turn. That's what we called it, though. Everything we said, by the way, has happened.
Has happened.
Continuing
off topic.
Yes.
Number 4 for me, this is my last caps. I have Love and Mercy, and I have Straight Outta Compton. So for those of you who don't know what Love and Mercy is, it's about like the early days of the Beach Boys, and mostly Brian Wilson, I believe, lying in bed like Brian Wilson did.
Mostly, yeah, it's mostly the story of Brian Wilson.
Lying in bed,
just like Brian Wilson.
You nailed that.
All right. My number 4 is also capped. It is Ray and Notorious. There you
go. Notorious.
That's Duran Duran. My number three is No More Caps, and number 3 is Ray. Flat out Ray.
All right, number 3 for me. There's no more caps here. Number 3, flat out, is Control. If nobody knows who Joy Division is, your life sucks. We're moving on.
That was
actually,
my
if you
top
do know who Joy Division is, your life sucks. Because
Yes.
that's like the most depressing, happy music that ever
I've
existed.
never seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Control is really good.
Okay.
Really good. And the first Joy Division album is like an absolute masterpiece in my eyes. The second one, which is considered the masterpiece, is not very good to me. And then what did they go on to make?
New Order.
Was it Depeche Mode? New Order.
No,
yeah.
New Order.
Yeah, New Order. Which, come on, they have a dope ass couple songs there too. Age of Innocence is like one of the bangers of all time. Buddy, are you ever gonna go?
Yeah,
buddy. Like,
okay.
We're filling in dead air.
All right, and number 3. Right, number 3, right? Yeah, The Doors. With Val Kilmer, Batman. So
leads into my number 2 then, because it's The Doors,
starring Batman.
Yes,
the one between Michael Keaton and the nipples,
and Meg Ryan too,
and Megabold Ryan Bold. That was the cat era of Meg Ryan, like after the plastic surgery when she just looked like a cat. Right? Am I right?
No, it's right before.
It's right before the cat.
Yeah.
And then she did You Got Mail, and then she looked like a cat.
Then she did Wolverine opening mail.
Actual. All right, so it's me, number 2, Walk the Line. Hey, I don't know. There's not much to say. That movie's just really good.
Yeah.
That's one of the best Joaquin Phoenix performances, and
yes, it is.
Johnny Cash's life is almost like no other. I would say
he's led such a hard life.
If you've ever, some might say you might want to walk hard, because basically Dewey Cox Walk Hard is basically the story of Johnny Cash, just mixed with Bob Dylan and the Beatles.
And he's the only person that took a 9 Inch Nails song and made it even more depressing.
I know. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was possible.
Yeah.
It's hard to get more depressing than Trent Reznor.
Original emo boy.
I'd love to see him work with RZA and do like a soundtrack, because they're both. That's what they both do now.
With what's his name too? Is it Tyler Bate?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy from Marilyn Manson.
Oh yeah. I mean,
he scored Guardians.
Yeah, a lot of them. That's their whole thing now. They move on from music and they become music. Well, I guess it's still music.
Yeah. Well,
they move from contemporary music to scores and
musical
stuff.
Scores, soundtracks.
Okay. So me. My number 2 is Straight Outta Compton. It's obvious for me. I really like that, but my number 1 is quite different. And I haven't got to talk much about it, so.
Okay. Cool. My number 1 is up there in terms of one of my favorite movies of all time. It's La Bamba.
La Bamba!
Nice.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips, S.A. Morales, Joey Pants there.
It's fair to say that's a pretty good movie. It's also fair to say Selena is not on my list.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
my number 1.
That's my number 1 honorable mention. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, I'm not going to be honest with you yet, because I'm actually pretty solid in my honorable mentions. But my number 1, one of my favorite movies, one of the better movies of the last 30 years. It is Amadeus.
That was my top honorable mention.
Based on Mozart. If no one has seen Amadeus, it is like, it's really good. It's basically a story of like Amadeus,
Mozart. It's literally the story of Mozart.
Secretly gay.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that song by Falco,
yes.
Amadeus. Oh, Amadeus. All right,
copy strike that.
All right, where we at?
Well, no, it's a cover. You can't.
You're a cover.
I wish.
Right. So wait, the last one for number 1.
Yeah, number 1, buddy.
Okay. You guys already said actually Walk the Line.
Walk the line.
Yeah,
Wow.
Walk the line,
Putty,
baby.
ready for
my
this?
thing.
We're all here. We're coming out with so much impact. Putty's like, well, number one's Walk the Line. What if so?
Okay, so here's the reason.
Number
Here's the
one,
reason why I
Walk the
did it.
Line.
I hear the train.
Okay, let me send it
Yeah.
into my drawer. Do you guys hear that? It's Walk the Line.
Yeah, right.
Walk the Line.
No, my family grew up listening to that type of music. I didn't like or anything like that, but Joaquin Phoenix, I remember they were talking about the whole stuff about the prison stuff too, and like what he was actually doing there, and that fascinated me. And then when they did it in this, I was like, as far as here's the thing, I have these movies that are just fun, lighthearted, but if I'm just being serious on a good movie when it comes to music and the acting, Walk the Line felt like it just did it. That's Joaquin Phoenix. Because he doesn't look like him. Because when you see the older version of
Listen, well, you know when people say this, they're like, "Oh, that older guy, he's like an OG, an original gangster, like about 90s and stuff like that." No, the original musical gangster is
Is Johnny
Cash. Like
the original Man in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, outside it had to go on number one though. So
yeah, it's my number two. He has it on his list too. So it's like, you know,
tied for number 5 for me. Like
yeah, I think we all had Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Right.
We all had Ray.
And I didn't have Ray.
No. We all had The Doors.
We all had The Doors.
Straight Outta Compton, 2 of us had?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's there. It's on my list.
I mean, hey, if we had to tell you guys based on all of our choices to watch 3 movies, there you go. Walk the Line, The Doors, and Straight Outta Compton. Enjoy.
Okay.
And Ray. We'll add Ray because you both
and
had
La Bamba.
Ray. No, not La Bamba, but you can watch that as well. You can watch that as well.
Why is it always about Richie?
I'll mention this now, guys.
Okay, so I have 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
As well as 2 movies I just wanted to mention. Okay. They're not honorable. They're not like what I would consider my honorable mention. So my real honorable mention is, I'll just name one first.
Okay.
A Rocket Man, because I really liked how fantastical it was. Personally, for me, I prefer the Queen one, Bohemian Rhapsody, but I think Rocket Man was genuinely a better movie, and he did sing the songs. So that adds like a whole new level to it.
True. I'll throw one out there too. I had Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Guy was really messed up, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. Married his cousin.
His 13-year-old cousin.
Played by Winona Ryder.
Well, was fantastic in that movie.
Yes, she was. So was Dennis Quaid.
Oh, sorry, Putty.
Yeah, my number one honorable mention, and that's because he played it so well and everything, is the guy that played B Rabbit, Eminem. 8 Mile. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. You know, he's playing B Rabbit, and like,
don't use my argument against me.
Listen. Don't She-Hulk this shit.
He's playing B Rabbit, right? And but it's actually he's actually playing himself because he's Eminem, but he's actually B Rabbit. B Rabbit because he had to change the names of the people, and he just he did both. He played a role that was really hard for him to play, guys. The struggle he had to do.
He had to play himself. Yeah, and
no,
I think
he's playing B Rabbit. He's playing B Rabbit.
All of these movies are slightly exaggerated, so I think it's fair to say that a movie like Get Rich or Die Trying, or 8 Mile can count because they're loosely like 8 Mile is almost exactly his life.
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying is a little bit more loose, but they had to change the names and be other characters because or else people were going to have lawsuits. They have like criminals in their thing, right? So you don't want to be like just shouting out names.
And see, that's
I'm surprised NWA, the Straight Outta Compton movie, got away with it without like any issues. A lot of the stuff. Well,
it's like because the thing is, I put 8 Mile on my top album mention on your video too. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like I'm trying to sponsor something or something like that. And I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Anything that I love, like Eminem or others. And my point is that I just felt like it was why it's the top honorable mention.
Well, I have Ray. I'm not going to say that because you guys both had that. That was my third. So the other one, the reason I skipped on it right now is because I forgot what it was called, but I got the name now. It's called I'm Not There. And that's my number one honorable mention. That's a movie based on sections of Bob Dylan's life. So it'll just be like random scenes played by a random actor. And by the way, Cate Blanchett is the best one. But yeah, it's a really strong movie. I'm Not There. Definitely worth watching.
I have Le'Veon Rose
I haven't seen that
which
one.
is the story of Edith Piaf, French singer in the early 1900s.
It's a good movie.
It is good song too. I want to throw What's Love Got to Do with It as well.
Yeah, that's on one. That's my own list as
I'll
well. See, okay, this one I put on there because we said I think we said Selena at one point, didn't we?
No,
Or
we
not?
said
Maybe?
no, Selena.
I mentioned it. I mentioned
okay.
it when we said La Bamba because the way they're filmed and the way they feel is very similar.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
of course. But no, this I feel like this is more like a made-for-TV movie, so I put it on the mention, but I saw it online, and that's the Jackson and American Dream, because I felt like they did really good
I've
with
never
that.
even seen that.
Really? Yeah,
No.
they used to play it on repeat on TBS or something like that. And it's really the actors they got Angela Bassett actually plays their mother.
Oh
So,
wow, yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah. So it's really good, and it's like go look it up. If you
Yeah.
guys can find it, guys, go watch it. It's really good.
I mean, I don't remember her name, but she won Best Actress at the Golden Globes for a comedy musical, and the movie she was in was the Billie Holiday movie.
Mhm.
I think that was Diana Ross
Diana Ross.
in the
It was-
70s.
No. It was recent. It just happened.
Oh, okay.
Last year. The movie was called The People Against Billie Holiday or something like that. And she's amazing in it, but the movie sucks.
What?
Sorry, Weird Al just fell off Putty's daybed thing over there.
Anyways, moving on.
Sorry.
So, okay. So I'm going to say all three of these because I'm not even going to let Putty have a chance here.
Go for it.
Putty's gone way too far already. So I had three movies that I wanted to say. They may not be the best. They may not be on my favorites, but I think they're music biopics that don't get talked about enough that people should. One of them was The Runaways, which Putty had on his list.
Yeah.
Sid and Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I've
that's
not
a
seen
really
Sid and
good
Nancy
one.
either.
Yeah.
And this one is almost unheard of. Like nobody's even heard of this. I think it's definitely worth checking out. It's called
Liberace?
Jimmy All Is By My Side. With Andre 3000 plays Jimi Hendrix.
Really?
And it's a solid.
Yeah, they made a
movie.
big deal when he was supposed to play Jimi Hendrix.
And then
the movie
when the
kinda-
movie came out, no one talked about it.
I didn't even know it came out. Actually,
It's definitely underrated. The ratings it has are way worse than it deserves.
Well, to fit into your category, Campo, I have Behind the Candelabra on there too,
That's a good one. That's actually a really good movie.
with Matt Damon and what's his name there?
Oh my
Playing
god!
Liberace.
I want to say Zac Efron.
No, wasn't it Quaid?
Is
No,
it?
no.
It's
I can't.
Matt Damon.
Matt
I know
Damon
for
plays
sure.
his secret lover.
I don't know. I'll never
can't
remember that.
Was it?
Oh, Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. That's it. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good movie actually.
That's really
I
good.
think that's an straight to HBO movie.
Was it? Yeah, it might have been.
Behind the Candelabra.
So I actually am curious because I put this on my list. Have either one of you guys seen Coal Miner's Daughter?
No.
Not all of it. No.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a man and a woman.
Yeah, my life in my area, but yeah, it's just
Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it was good.
But it's the story of Loretta Lynn.
No, it's the story of Loretta Lynn and her husband, which was played by Joe. Oh, not Joe, Riddler or Two-Face. Sorry, Two-Face. Fucking, I'm having a moment.
Tommy
right
Lee
now.
Jones.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So I'm having a moment. But anyway, so I remember that. I remember
Aaron Eckhart. Like there's two Two-Face. Like
Billy
William
D.
Shatner
Williams
in the animated series.
Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
In Batman '89, the comic book.
In Batman '66, the animated movies, it's William Shatner. So you better get it together, buddy.
All right. Well, you guys got any more?
I mean, I could just name movies, but I'm not going to.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll end it here because this really got weird.
What about UHF?
Weird.
What?
The story of Weird Al.
What?
Weird Al's biopic. It came out a week ago.
UHF?
Yeah, UHF.
wait. Hold on. This? What is that?
I love that you rated the $5 bin at Walmart and then didn't even unwrap the CDs and just piled them.
I like the fact that it's Mad on Mad Magazine.
This is a Mad. It's this, right?
Yes.
No.
Why do you not have that in a board in a bag?
No. Okay, I'm done. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, because that's a porn collection.
Huh? What's that?
What?
Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that like button. Links in the description below. I really tried to make that uncomfortable. I think I did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did it get weird? Did it get weird? That's the point of it all. Did it get weird? That's what I wanted out of it. I wanted it to be weird.
Wow.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching and everything. I will see you guys in the next podcast. Putty's Podcast, pals. We didn't even use the name in this the whole time.
Hey,
Bye.
we did now. It's a drinking game. Drink the one time we said Putty's Podcast, pals.